Harrison with TheHandymanToolbox.com, talking to you about painting. There are a number of surfaces to paint. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to paint a concrete wall. The two types of paintbrushes that you're going to need to paint a concrete wall is a hand brush and then a roller brush. I've chosen a very thick nap to do this because of the surface is very porous, and I want to make sure that I get all the way into where some of the divots are in the concrete wall. So let's go ahead and get started on painting this wall. First off, I'm going to show you how to set up to where you can have a system that works for you, where you can paint a concrete wall efficiently and effectively. Now, getting started painting a concrete wall, you're going to need some basic tools, and what I recommend are just the basic elements here. First off, your paintbrush, your hand brush. The second one is a roller brush. I've chosen a thick nap because I want to get all the crevices painted as well, and I'll show you a little bit more how to do that. The obvious thing is the paint can, the paint itself, can of paint. Make sure you get sufficient. This will cover 400 square feet, and this will be sufficient for this job. You also need a can opener. I'll show you how to do that. To trim out the flooring and other edges of the walls, you perhaps may need some masking tape, some painters. This is blue, there's different colors. It's according to the strength that you use, but I like to use this on flooring and edges where I can make sure I don't get paint on those areas I don't want, so I just mask it out. I also use a roller brush pan and a roller brush screen to get all the excess off the roller brush itself. Now, along with the paint roller brush pan, I'm going to use an insert. I do not like cleaning out my pans or throwing them away, so I use an insert here, and it just fits right in like so. I do all my painting that I need, and then put my screen inside like so. And then when I'm finished, I simply clean this off, keep this, throw this away, and then keep my pan clean as possible. Years ago, I used to spend a lot of time cleaning up all my tools and things like this. Well, I do so much for so many people. I buy inexpensive paintbrushes because I don't use them over and over and over. This one happens to be a pretty expensive one. I've chosen to keep this one because it does such a good job for me. The roller brushes, basically, what I do is just take those off and discard them when I'm finished, and then clean up the roller itself. Another essential to have is paper towels, and also a wet paper towel just to have handy to clean up any messes where you don't want paint on yourself or on any other surfaces. Now, when painting, I like to have a couple of extra accessories. One is a retainer for my paintbrush, and so what I do here is when I'm finished painting, I got to do something, put my paintbrush down, I'll put it in the receiver like so, and the receiver actually goes onto the side of the paint can, and it sits there like so once it's attached. The other is what I use as a guide. Anytime that I'm painting along a surface where I don't want paint to get on, but I want paint to get onto, I'll use this guide here to help me buffer any parts of those or mask out any parts that I don't want painted. Two parts that I've learned to use through the years is a drip pan receiver. It's actually a spill guard, and you just set your paint can on top of this. Any spills, it goes around the sides and catches any spills there. The other is a easy pour replacement paint lid, and this is pretty cool because it's got a pop out, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Let me get that out. And it has a twist top. So I put this on top of my paint can, pour out what I need. It droops back onto the paint lid itself, and I could use my wet one to wipe up any of around the edge. And then plus when I'm finished pouring it out, I just twist this back on. The cool thing about this, it stays with the can, or I can take it off when I'm finished with the job put the original paint can back on, and then clean this up itself so it's easy to use on multiple cans. One other item I like to do is whenever I'm finished temporarily, or maybe even for the day, when I'm finished painting, I don't want to spend a lot of time cleaning up. So one tip that I do is I use a plastic bag. And what I do here, open this up, my paint is still on my paintbrush, so it's wet, and I slip the paintbrush inside and then just push it out and just get all the air out and wrap it up really, really tight. Nothing fancy. And so what this will do, this will keep the paint wet, keep the paintbrush from drying out, and then when I'm ready to use it, all I do is unwrap it and then just take it out and it's ready to go. So it's a good practice to get into. That way you save time. Along with this, you could also do the same thing on your roller brush. Let's say your roller brush is wet. You're going to take a break for a while or even for the next day. I do the exact same thing. Wet roller brush, take this roller brush and put it inside. Wrap it up, get all the air out. Wrap up the edge a couple of times. And then what you do is the next time that you're ready to use this, within a day or so, I wouldn't leave it for a long period of time, but for the next day or part of that day, you simply unwrap it, take it out, and it's ready to go. It's all wet.